Hey y'all, hey. I'm Zoe Victoria. I am a freedom fighter and I am here to share some life lessons that God has blessed me with and entrusted me with to kind of help motivate the masses. If you don't know me, I am a poet in motion, also known as a Christian rap artist. When I say freedom fighter, I mean that I take life, the things that I've been going through and God has brought me through and kind of showed me. And I share them. I share them with others, and I don't just share them, but I try to implement an action to help people get free, stay free, remain free, and then take action into becoming a better you, becoming a better person, essentially, and then executing your purpose, your calling on this earth. That's basically what I'm here for. I know that's what I was placed on this earth with. And so I just want to share a topic that the Lord has placed on my heart that I went through a couple of days ago. And the topic is dealing with loss. A lot of times we look at loss as a negative. And what God showed me is that loss is not always a negative. Um, One of my scriptures that I like comes from James. And it reads, consider it pure joy, my brothers, when you encounter trials of many kinds, when you go through a lot, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance. Allow perseverance to finish its work so that you will be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Um, and that scripture is so on topic. So basically, the other day, I lost the remote. I didn't lose the remote, y'all. My children lost the remote. So my girls, I'm blaming it on them. I'm sorry. They lost the remote, and I couldn't find the remote. And I needed a remote because I wanted to study, and I needed something to distract them with. So I'm like, okay, they can watch cartoons. Can't watch cartoons without a remote, huh? So after spending probably about 4 or 5 hours trying to find this remote, I gave up and I played worship music on my phone. And so instead of watching cartoons or whatever, play worship music. And me and my girls around the house just dancing, praising, worshiping the Lord. And it turns out that was a better plan than them watching cartoons. Even for me, instead of me studying, I was just in a place of like, wow, back to back to back worship. I'm like, yes, Lord, I needed this. This was the place I should have been in the first place. They shouldn't have been over there worshiping. I shouldn't have been over there studying. Like, we should have been just in your presence, God, worshiping. And so, a lot of times, those trials and those situations that we encounter, we got two things we can do. We can either run and hit them streets hard, or we can run and hit his kingdom hard, take it by force, you know. And a lot of times, though, we look at it loss or whatever in the negative aspects, and we do what our flesh wants. We can't battle our flesh. We get upset, we get angry, we hurt, we get drunk, we get high. We do whatever it takes to feel that numbness. I've been there and I've done that. And there's no fulfillment in there. It's only temporary. You hear that from people. And a lot of times when I used to date this one guy and we were finished dating or whatever, and I still would go back and forth to him. And people would tell me all the time, like, "Oh, you need to let that boy go. You need to do that." And I'd be like, I hear you, but how? Can you tell me how? I hear how you say I need to be free, but can you tell me how can I stay free? And I guess God is taking this in a different direction than what I wanted to. But one thing that helped me stay free is finding the truth in that situation, because it was an illusion of that relationship. I thought I would hold on to who he used to be, how he used to treat me. That was my reality. The past him, not the present. Oh, how does he treat you now? Did he cheat on you and have a baby? Like, did he curve you and just say that he would rather be with this chick because she was light skinned? Like, what is the reality of it? And in situations like this, y'all gotta find the truth. I know you want to hold on to the illusions, and that's just what they are. Like, you go in a desert and you think that it's water, but it's not. You in a desert place, you in a dry place, spiritually, emotionally, all of that. Spiritually, you in a dry place. So what you see, you think it's real, you think it's gonna feed you, but it's just an illusion. It's not the truth. Because what the truth will do will set you free, and it will help you release that thing. So what you need to do is look at yourself, look at whatever the situation is, and be like, the truth is, he used to be this way. The truth is, this situation used to be that. Or the truth is, I want it to be that, but I can't force it to be that. That's the truth. List out all the truths that you now are currently faced with, and that truth will set you free. That right there. You got to get to the root of it. If you don't, you won't never be free. And it's not the truth that's setting you free. You got to go back and read that thing, because I was like, wow, God, okay. It's knowing the truth. Because the truth is always in front of your face. The truth is how he treats you or what that person does. The truth is always there. But knowing the truth, when you take it upon yourself and say, okay, I'm going to know this thing. When you accept it, that is how you get free. Not just the truth by itself, but knowing and accepting the truth. And after you accept that truth, even though it's painful, it's hurtful, you can begin the healing process of accepting God's truth. And the best truth that he has for you is that he has a purpose, and he has a plan, and he has a future for you. And it's not to hurt you. It's not to harm you. If your life does not line up with his truth, something's out of order, and you need to let it go. Because Jeremiah 29:11 says, my plans and my purpose is to bring you a future. It's to give you hope. Hold up. If you crying all the time, depressed, feeling hopeless, you are not in your truth. You are not living in the truth that God has for you. That is not his truth. You arguing with your baby daddy every other day, that is not the truth that God has for you. Stop it. It's not going to get better by itself. What is his truth? What is his truth? To have hope, to have a future. Okay, this person is toxic for you, cut him out. If this situation is toxic for you, cut it out. If it's stunning your growth, cut it off. Because that is not a future. That is not you progression. That is not you reaching your full potential. So why keep it? Why? Why? What is the reasons why? When I was going through my transition of leaving someone, or, moving forward with my life, I kind of just realized, like, okay, I'm gonna write down, why do I want to be with this person? Why do I stay? It was about I'm pushing 7 things that I had. And then I listed every reason that was negative, every reason that was toxic, every reason why I should go and pursue a brighter future without them. I promise y'all, I listed like 50 things. That's toxic. And you can do that on a job. You can do that with friendships. You can do that with anything. If it's negative and it's not benefiting you, cut it off. If it does not align up with God's truth for you, you got to cut it off, because it will not produce productivity. It will not produce a seed. And it's okay. It's okay to be alone for a season. It's okay to do you. It's okay to get healed. It's okay. Because if God bring you to it, He gonna bring you through it. So, my little words of wisdom, gold nuggets or whatever is, 1, find yourself in a position of worship. You don't have to say anything to God. You don't have to say anything. He knows. Retrain your mind, retrain your thinking, and begin to listen to positivity. Begin to listen to worship music. If you want to be a motivational speaker, begin to listen to motivational speakers. If you want to be a gymnast, begin to watch all of the professional gymnasts, their interviews. How did they get to where you want to be? If you want to be a doctor or a lawyer or whatever you're trying to go, if you can't hang out, because I know they say you're supposed to hang out with those people, but I'm from the hood. I don't know no lawyers. I don't know no doctors. But begin to YouTube them in their interviews. What did they do to get out of this situation? How did they do this? You know, just like we go to church and we listen to these speakers, we listen to these preachers, they got a word from us. Right. That's your spirit. But you have so many different elements that you got to fulfill for yourself. You got your emotional benefit. You got your financial benefits. You got your mental. You got all these elements that you need to have fulfilled in order to be a complete person. And what happens is we'll focus on 1 or 2 and we lack the rest. Like, no, God called you to be a complete person on all borders. That means financially, mentally, emotionally, socially, relationally. All those elements He wants you to have a future. All those elements He wants you to be productive. If you're not productive in them, then you got to start listing. How can I get that way? Okay. Financially, I'm going to listen to millionaires. I'm going to start changing how I spend money. I don't know how to budget. Let me Google it. You know, do something that's going to help you thrive, you to become a better person and a better you. Because your time on here is limited. And you can. Because you can do all things through Christ, which strengthens you. Hey, y'all. My name is Zoe Victoria. I am a freedom fighter. I'm fighting for your freedom. You can go ahead. You can email me. You can list a comment if you want me to pray for you, because I am also a prayer warrior. And I believe in you if don't nobody else do. And together, we can change the world. God bless y'all.